Okay, well this one of the smaller objects in our collection, is the one that we chose as our star object for the Revealing Histories website and the launch. So this has been sitting here since March. And we chose this. I encourage people to go and have a really close look at it, but in some ways it's nice on the website because you can see the different angles of it so much. This is actually a comparatively recent acquisition. We certainly bought it from the States for something like fairly popular, like about $25. I can't remember whether it was on eBay or whether it was on something else, but it is a what's called a Union Patriotic envelope. It's an envelope that was published in the northern states during the American Civil War as a form of propaganda. And there are a whole series of these envelopes, and if you go on the internet and look and do a kind of a search, you'll find there are some American universities who have collections of whole ranges of different types of patriotic envelopes, and you can find that image with a different form of words underneath. I don't think it's actually a poem, but it's certainly a different form of words. So in this case, it's a very obvious message, the propaganda message that I'm getting across. The title's "Cotton is King," but if you look really closely at the image, you've got three things represented in the image. You've got a bale of cotton with a crown on it, King Cotton. You've got John Bull, signifying Britain. But the bit that's hardest to notice is that John Bull is kneeling on an enslaved African. And that the whole point being, and poking out of John Bull's pocket is a roll of paper saying Manchester. So what it's saying is Manchester, capital of the world cotton industry, that it's the need for cotton going to Manchester, that basically the Lancashire cotton industry headed by Manchester is supporting the whole economy of the south and the cotton plantations, and the words kind of back that up, and it's just a very, very powerful image.
That noise that you heard there, that was just one machine. Imagine a mill that's filled with like 10 of them. Imagine the noise that you had to work with them. There's no such thing as earplugs or anything in those days. That's just interesting. But if you look at the image, basically, this is the north dividing the south, basically. And you have a bale of cotton, and he's got a crown on him, and he's talking about cotton is king, basically. And then the man there, he's John Bull. He's a representative of England. John Bull represents England. But I looked at this so many times, and I never saw the black guy, because John Bull is actually stood on top of a black guy that's flattened on the ground, and you need to look at it really closely to see it. It was only when Pauline pointed it out to me, I was like, oh my God, yeah. I did not see it. And it's amazing, and quite a lot of these envelopes were made and used in the propaganda war between the north and the south. Right. Is that right, Pauline? Yeah. Yeah. But you have to look at the envelope really carefully, and you see the black guy on the ground. He's part of the shadow, but you can see his face.
He's underpinning the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's something I think the words. It's just a really, really powerful little object.
And it's also talking about England's attitude towards black people as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
The north.
The north.
By the north, yeah. In order to get people's opinion against the south. Yeah.
It's kind of partly for, obviously there were probably a lot of people in the north who weren't incredibly well educated and didn't know a lot, and it was a way of kind of spreading the message that this is what the war's all about.
Right.